Thank you for joining Pic Recap. Today I'm going to explain a 2008 American science fiction comedy film called Meet Dave. In the beginning of the film, an unlighting object is shown approaching the Earth. Josh, a little boy, is also watching it with his binoculars, and the ball quickly falls into a fish bowl at the boy's house. It absorbs water quickly. Surprisingly, Josh was paying attention to it. 3 months have passed since the next scene of the film. The ball is shown again as it approaches the Earth. It was a much larger fireball than the previous one, and crashed into the waters near Liberty Island. As the fire burns, the ball looks like a man in a white suit. The man walks in the city in an unusual way. Everyone was looking at him strangely. While crossing the road, he collides with a car. But he is not harmed. He awkwardly bends his legs. The man disappears as the car driver comes out to save him. Afterwards he stands at a secluded place. His ear opens like a door. A young man appears from him and the man reaches the man's feet with the help of a rope. There was a small gate. The man opens it with the button nearby. He found several bad wires there. The little man starts repairing the leg wire. The man who was controlling the leg goes to the mind. Seeing all this, we realize that this is not a man or an alien, but a complete spaceship. Hundreds of tiny humanoids were controlling it. The crew was introduced to the numbers in the film. Crew member number 1 is the captain of this ship. Crew member number 2 is the captain's assistant. In future, he will be seen as the captain. Crew member number 3 is the system in charge here. The captain of the ship controls it from the command ship. There were little aliens to control each body part and they report everything to the captain. The captain was told that the ship is not working because of the accident. But this ship will be repaired according to the 2 to 3 days of the Earth. The ship's tracking system was also damaged. The captain calls the crew members for the meeting. They came from the Nile planet, we discovered. The lack of resources was about to destroy their planet. They need salt and water from the Earth. With this they can save their planet. So they come from the planet to collect water and salt from the Earth's shell. He has lost it. The ball we have seen with enthusiasm. The name of the ball was Orb. They come here looking for the ball. Earth's salt can give energy to the Nile planet for years. So he decided to come to Earth. Josh looked at the human-like ship from his window. He calls his mother whose car collided with the ship. They approach the ship and the woman apologizes to the ship. The aliens are terrified to see them. Of course the ship looks like a human from outside but the aliens do not know this. How to behave like humans? He was the first to talk to humans. For this they take help of Google. They will get to know about human behavior and it will be easier for them to talk to them. The captain of the ship tries to talk to the woman as a human. Police officers are shown trying to search for the mysterious ball. They go to the place where the ship landed. At the crash site, they find an imprint of someone's face. Do they know what he looks like? The whole city was looking for him. The human ship was trying to talk to the woman that things break around the ship as it tries to communicate with them because of the high frequency. To set the frequency, the ship tells the woman, "I'm fine." The woman invites the ship to her home after sending Josh to school. The captain of the ship introduced himself as Dave. He did a name search from Google. Now we will call the ship Dave in the movie. The members of the ship see Josh's picture through Dave's eyes, in which they notice their lost ball orb. Josh's mother tells the ship, Josh has shown this ball at his science exhibit. The ship traces Josh's location. Dave excused himself and left. Crew member number 2 was controlling Dave's movement. He was angry with the people. Because no one here follows the rules and regulations. Everyone was working against the rules and regulations. His commander requested the doctor to keep an eye on member number 2 in view of his anger. Dave was walking in front of the park. The children believed him to be the ice cream man. Dave goes to a mall to change his clothes. Now she needs money to buy clothes. He scans the money with the help of his hand scanner. He takes out the same print in the dressing room. Dave goes to Josh's school. The principal sends him to the class as a teacher. Dave asks Josh, "Where is the ball orb?" He tells that some evil boys in his class have taken the ball from him. Josh takes Dave to the boy's house. They did not find the boy there. They return to Josh's house. Josh enjoys spending time with Joshua. Meanwhile, Josh's mother stops Dave for dinner. The captain of the ship accepted it, because there was danger outside for him. Crew member 4 tells the captain that he will stay here for the time being. The risk of ship exposure will increase. But the captain did not pay heed to it. Now they were showing their house to Dave after dinner. Dave notices a painting there. Dave appreciates it. The woman tells that this painting depicts love and emotion. Dave asks her, "How do we find love?" She replies that whenever it happens we find it already. Dave was shocked to hear this. Then he leaves. Dave decides to spend a night on the road. A man gives her a shawl to keep her warm in the cold. Dave's captain gets impressed by this. Because of how kind humans are, the aliens realize that humans are more advanced than them. The ship stays here one night. Dave sleeps. Inside Dave, the captain tells the doctor, there are some unusual behaviors that appear in the ship, after which, the captain goes to the control room and notices that crew member number 3 is still operating. She tells the captain that she has discovered a file humans have seen once in their lives. It was an American emotional film. Captain and crew member 3 watched the movie and were crying at the end of that movie. After this, the captain and crew member number 3 fall asleep. The next morning, Dave's battery was only 20% charged. Police was looking for him. Dave goes to the park with passion. After the train ride, he participates in a hot dog eating contest. After winning the competition, he gifts the soft toy to Josh's mother. Dave sees some kids bully Josh as he walks out of there. Dave turns to punish them. They find that the orb means aliens ball. Because of this, Dave, the ship's aliens, becomes happy. Dave invites Josh's family to dinner to celebrate Josh's mother's birthday, but crew member 2 disagrees with the captain on this. He says if we have orc then we should work on our mission. But the captain says that he helped him in getting this ball. So we have to do something for Josh and his mother. Dave has human-like emotions while living with humans. If someone has a bad attitude, then someone has converted their room into a dance club. Crew number 2 has anger and emotions. Number 3 was beautifully crafted. Because she wants to dance with the captain. The captain refused her as he was controlling the ship, that is Dave. Dave was also dancing with the lady at the party. Crew number 3 gets injured and leaves. Police arrest Dave in the hotel. Crew number 2 gets angry with everyone's behavior. The ship joins forces with it and tells them to work on their mission. All crew, even number 3, also joins with number 2, due to Officer Dave's open speaker listening to the aliens' conversation. After the police think he may be a foreign soldier, the police officers leave the investigation room. The new leader warns them aboard the ship that no one will show any supernatural behavior anymore. Dave broke the wall of the police station using the pistol in his hand. He was on his way out of here. When stopped, the police opened fire on them. But no bullet affected him. An alien jumps out of the ship to escape the wrath of the new leader. Number 2 sees Josh and his mother at the police station through Dave's eyes. According to his new leader, Dave moves on to fulfill his mission. Number 2 was taking a lot of work out of Joshua. As a result, number 3 becomes worried that the mission will be ruined. So she releases her real captain. He is captured and thrown out of Dave's nose. Now small aliens were trying to escape from humans and dogs. They see a plastic bag fighting as they try to reach the ship as a hot air balloon. The bag gets stuck in the windscreen wiper. The wiper acts as a launcher. It throws them at Dave. He apologizes to Captain number 3, and says if you will not be with me on this journey, it will not be easy. During this they go inside the ship. Dave stops a car so as not to waste his energy. It says to go to Liberty Island. Josh tells his mother that Dave can't do these bad things, we must help him. The police find a little alien in the police station. He jumped from inside Dave. Seeing this, the police orders Dave to follow. Arriving at Freedom Island, the new captain orders Dave to throw the orb into the water that is activated, so it will collect the sea salt. Meanwhile, the first captain arrives. He stops Dave from doing so. Everyone inside Dave was told that the captain had regained control. All the crew members agree. Orc has also fallen from Dave's grip as a result of his fall. It slips in the water. The ball absorbs the water of the sea. The captain tries to stop it, but for this he needs a lot of energy. He has no energy anymore. They either save the Earth or go to their planet. The captain seeks permission to save Earth from his crew. They all agree on this as they have learned something from Earth. To love and help others. Dave saves Earth by using his energy. Dave's powers run out and the police arrive too. Josh was also with the police. He quickly charges Dave using the officer's taser. As Dave charges, his mouth opens like a gate. The captain and crew number 3 come and tell the police everything about themselves. They say goodbye to Josh's family and say that we will get energy resources from another planet. But we will not harm the Earth. Hearing this, the police also put the little alien in the ship. Dave gets ready to go to his planet. Current flows through his body. As he heads upstairs, the FBI arrives. They put a trap from the helicopter on Dave. As the officers were about to approach them, the members of the ship get together in a different place, which means a lifeboat. It was Dave's shoe. Now they start their rocket and leave. Only the ship and crew number 2 are left in front of them. He dropped them, with the captain aiming for crew number 3 in the lifeboat.